We're at the what's the hotel?
This is called the Citizen M.
The Citizen M.
Yes, it's what do you call it? An efficiency hotel. So like the rooms are small as shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like my bed is the whole length of the
really?
room. So it's like the bed's like literally tucked in the corner, and then there's like the rest of it. But
the location's sick as fuck. I mean, we're in downtown. I love how there's just like some dude in his cubicle in the skyscraper across on like the 17th floor.
Oh yeah, dude's like super stretching right now.
Oh, bro, he is stressing that cubicle over there, man.
Yeah, man.
What do you think his job title is?
I don't know. He looks like one of those like mid-senior manager types.
Yeah, but he's
like, they add all those adjectives to make him sound important, but he's not.
Yeah, but he's stressing because he knows he can lose his job any minute, kind of deal.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, this guy's just visibly stressing across the street from us. That's amazing.
It's actually kind of funny.
Couldn't be us. We're hardly working. This is the Hardly Working podcast where I talk to comedians about like formative jobs and shit.
Yeah, man.
Q, do you prefer Q or Quinton?
Q was fine.
All right, Quinton Jones. I'm gonna call him Q though.
Yeah.
Comedian from Detroit.
Yep.
Started in Seattle, based out of New York, correct?
Yes, that's the story right now, man.
That's the storyline. Moving to Austin soon, though.
Moving to Austin, probably by the time y'all get this episode.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I may or may not be Austin based by the time you see this in the future.
That'll be sick, man. You've been in Austin for like what, 4 or 5 days now?
No, a week. I've been here a whole week.
Oh, for real?
I got here last Thursday, and I'm leaving. Yeah, so it's been like the sickest week of comedy.
Kind of though, man. That's Austin though.
Yeah, I came here with like no bookings, and then I went from no bookings. Shout out to Matt, give me some spots at the Black Rabbit.
Yep,
killed it at the Black Rabbit.
Great. All the clubs in Austin are amazing. There's not a bad room I've yet to have one. Maybe I've just been very lucky, but like, even like the weird like bar shows here, I'm like, these
Maggie's
are great.
is tough. Maggie's is a tough room.
I've been told that Maggie Mays, I've heard, is a little tough.
Maggie Mays is a tough room.
But there's
still people
there.
Exactly. You can still kill. I've killed there. So, but
it's tough if you're not cute.
Everything's tough if you ain't me, man. You know, I get life on easy mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're just a killer. It is what it is.
But no, it's a Kill Tony. So I got Kill Tony while I was down here.
Hell yeah! Do you want to talk about that here, or you want to?
Sure,
let's talk about it, man. Let's do it.
I mean, this ain't the job I did, but I moved down here. Not moved down here. Came down here.
Yep.
Got on Kill Tony, which was. It's one thing where that set matters.
Yeah, it's going to be seen by at least like a million to 2 million
at least
people.
2 million people are going to see what I said on that stage. That's pressure, bro.
Yeah.
Because like even if like I've done 2,000 seat rooms, and you're like 2,000 is a lot of people.
So many.
But even if I do terrible, it's not gonna like once you get to the millions, like that's random people saw you do it.
Yeah, I mean that's like real reach. Like that's a new demographic. You know what I mean?
Like life-changing demographic. So, like I was nervous.
Well, dude, it's crazy because it's so like because I've had friends that have done Kill Tony and they'll come off with like thousands of followers. Some people just get like a few hundred, which is like it's just crazy how like it can work that way. Yeah. I hope it's like a life-changing.
And get a few thousand? Like
no, I've had people kill like big joke book, but they went first on the episode. You are last on yours.
Yeah, so does that mean I'm more likely to be seen?
I think so. I think people are more likely to check out your stuff. I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
Shane Gillis was the guest, so people are going to tap in for him.
It'll be good, man.
Cam Patterson's on there.
Yeah.
So that's really been the cool thing. Like, shout out to Cam Patterson. He came up to me. He saw my set there.
He's the nicest guy.
Another comedian who like I can kind of appreciate from afar, Darius Bennett, came up to me. He was like, "Hey, I saw you on Kill Tony."
Darius is so funny too.
He's so funny, bro.
I've yet to talk to him just because like I don't know. We've been in different circles and whatnot.
Yeah.
He is so. I saw him on a show and I sat down and I took notes.
Yeah.
I very rarely do that. Well, I'll sit down and be like, "You're so good. I'm just gonna observe."
He's great at misdirection. Like I saw him yesterday, and like the first 45 seconds of the set, I'm like, "Oh, is he bombing?"
Dude, you're in love with this man.
And then he was just like, "Bang, bang, 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 bang!" Like,
yeah, he just lined him up.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." He's a great comic, man. So shout out to Kill Tony for giving me a platform to be funny.
Oh yeah, man. Well, that's exciting, man. Hopefully that turns out big for you, man. Hopefully you move here and everything lines up. It sounds like it's gonna work that way. Fingers crossed. Let's dive into it. Let's talk about do you have any like early jobs, high school, college, younger year jobs?
Man, I'm like the black Uncle Ruckus.
Oh yeah,
Uncle Ruckus is black, but I've had
so many. Dude, I'm so glad you corrected it because I was like, I'm gonna correct him, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna kill myself. Dude.
No, Uncle Ruckus is black.
All right,
but we'll let the Boondocks people argue on that. But Yeah, I've had so many jobs. So my first job I ever had was in high school. I worked at a daycare.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I worked at a daycare, man.
Dude, I was homeschooled in 3rd grade.
Okay.
This is a weird, not to take away from your moment here. I was homeschooled in 3rd grade, and my mom made me volunteer at like a preschool when I was in, which is really, it was just like babysitting.
Yeah, it was kids watching kids.
Yeah, but I'd do it for like 30 minutes, like every Wednesday. She had to go to something, and I was like, my job was to like overwatch. But I was in 3rd grade, like I wasn't like.
Yeah, no, I was 17, and
17,
I did it
okay.
The summer after my freshman year of college.
Okay.
So like they didn't give me like the babies, but I had it was like right before kindergarten.
Yeah.
Or like all of them were like potty trained. Thank God, because I didn't.
Yeah.
I never had to deal. I never had to deal with any accidents or pooping the pants.
Oh,
I didn't have to
God.
deal with any of that.
That's like the biggest fear I feel like at that.
No,
age.
I was so scared because like you can still. I mean, adults poop themselves, but it's like a 3-4-year-old is like it was
the frequency's way up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Higher chances with 3-4-year-olds, but it was fun, man.
Theoretically, at least. I mean, there's
kids
some
are
adults.
like I always say, like if a kid thinks you're cool, you're actually cool.
Oh, for real?
Because they see you for like who you are. They don't see you for your accolades.
Yeah.
Like you hear about celebrities talk about like say like their little cousins or their kids.
Yeah.
Your kids don't care about what you're doing.
That's true.
They just see if you a good person, and a kid can like sniff that out.
They also really value if you're fast.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they value your physical ability. I don't know.
It's so funny because they are inherently more authentic, but they're also more shallow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like they know if you're cool. Yeah, from the shallowest perspective.
So like my thing was like they like to get picked up by me.
Oh, you'd lift them up?
Yeah, I just gotta lift them up. You know what I'm saying?
Physical attributes.
Yeah, I mean, and that makes sense for a kid. If you're a man and you can't lift your kid, that's a bad. Especially if you ain't got no disabilities, you gotta throw that caveat in there. Well, some people don't have a physical. Well, anyway.
Oh yeah.
But no, like if you can't pick the kids up, like we went swimming. That was one of the hardest days. I'm just like throwing them in, like kept on throwing kids.
Dude.
In the pool.
Coolest. You're the coolest, dude.
I try to be, man. I'm
That's
just myself, man. But that was fun.
That's a fun size to be. Where like that is by the way a perk of like being like a child is like. Being like thrown around. I remember that too. My dad would like throw us around and shit. That's kind of fun. It was like a weird
every kid
age.
wants to get like thrown by like their dad or their big brother or their uncle or something like that.
It is a really interesting age window because there is like so young where it's like I don't want to shake the baby, and then there's like okay now you're in 4th grade and
I feel like
it's weird.
Three you can drop them.
You can throw them at 3. Yeah.
Yeah, you can drop a kid at 3 and they'll be okay.
3's when you can put them up in the air, huh?
Yeah, definitely. No, 2 you can toss them up at 2, but you can drop them at 3.
Yeah,
like you don't have to catch a 3-year-old. They'll be okay.
Yeah,
they'll be all right.
They got leg muscles.
They'll laugh about it. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got some stuff. They're not squishy anymore.
Yeah, 3 to whatever. I don't know. 2nd grade. I don't know what that whole.
3 to 2nd grade. No, then they get to like 3rd grade.
And they start having thoughts.
Then they get opinions. And I mean, no, well, I shouldn't say that. They got opinions at 3. So
no, but they start remembering things about the world.
Yeah, I think you become sentient at like 4 or 5.
Something like that, yeah.
That's when you're like, oh, I remember stuff now. So once that kicks in, then it's a whole different thing.
That's a different thing. But it is the sick age. I remember I just raced when I was a camp counselor later on too.
Yeah, I did that too.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Where are you camp counselor at?
It was through my friend's dad's
church. It's always some weird connection. Yeah,
but it was one of my best friend's dad's church. They would take like the church kids to the camp, and those kids I had to do like 12, 13, which was
those are cool too though.
Yeah, 12, 13, which was cool, but like that's when they like have thoughts and like the puberty's kicking in. Like
they can push
you
back
have to
a little.
stop kids from like flirting and doing.
Oh, was it a co-ed
more
camp?
Than flirting? Huh?
Was it a co-ed?
It was
camp?
a co-ed camp. So it was like we had like some horny 13, 14-year-olds, and we had to be on them so they wouldn't get to the girls.
That's the worst too, because also you don't know how to like. At least I didn't. I'll speak for myself. You don't know how to like you're not a good speaker at 13. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Like
you don't have charisma.
Oh no, they got charisma. It's
damn okay. Never mind.
We have some.
What denomination is this?
I don't know what's raised in Iowa, but Detroit teenagers got some riz to them. Man.
Oh, Detroit teenage. All right.
Detroit teens got that riz to them.
We don't get that until we're 15 in Iowa.
It's delayed. Y'all just behind a little bit, man.
Yeah, well, it's hard, hitting up in cornfields and whatnot. You know. I think there's less opportunities, less places you can go.
Less riz opportunity. And that's why I think like I live in New York now. And like the New York kids,
they have 11-year-olds.
Yeah, 10-year-old riz. No, New York kids be outside.
Do you mean like outside or like outside?
So think about it. We're from the Midwest.
Yeah.
If we want to go anywhere as a kid,
let's clarify though. Detroit is a little different than Iowa,
but
Midwest. The values,
everywhere. Technically, people from Iowa will argue they're from the Midwest. People from Detroit will argue they're from the Midwest.
Yeah.
It ain't the same Midwest.
Sure.
Not at all.
All right.
Not at all.
We're in agreement.
But it's like we need to have cars to do anything fun.
Yeah. No, 100%.
In New York, they have the subway.
Yeah.
So you're like, how do these kids get out? They just take the subway like
it's
anywhere
easy.
else.
It's automatic.
I was coming from a gig. I was basically in Times Square.
Yeah.
Times Square. And I was going to Far Rockaway. So anybody who watches this that lives in New York knows how far that ride is. And this group of like teenagers gets on the same train with me based at Times Square.
Yeah.
And basically there's this one, like you just see the friend loop trickle down till we get to Far Rockaway, which is the last stop. Okay. And that train ride's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. So they covered ground.
Yeah, they covered ground. I'm like, why are you all the way up here? An hour and 40 minutes away from home.
Get away from family.
Get away from everything.
But in the Midwest, man, that takes, like, you have to be like, what, 15, 16? You have to have your license.
If you are an hour and 40 minutes from home in the Midwest, you got kidnapped.
Yeah. You're in a different state.
Yeah. There's no way.
You're 5 counties over, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the laws are different.
Dude, it's weird. Growing up, I always thought I was like an hour away from the town next to us. I went back. And it depends on like the route you take, but there's a route where you can be like 30 minutes away from like the nearest city, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy."
That's how country you are. Whereas like to you, it's the nearest city.
The nearest city is like 30 minutes,
and that's not Des Moines, is it?
No, it's Cedar Rapids.
Yeah. So like the nearest place on the map with a dot. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's how country you are.
Yeah.
Like we're going to the big city, Cedar Rapids. That's what y'all would say.
In Cedar Rapids, they got Quaker Mills. They make all the fruit by the foot and frosting.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Quaker Mills. Also like maple brown sugar oatmeal.
Quaker oats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my stuff.
Yeah, man. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Check yourself.
Yeah. We both worked with kids. And now we're comedians talking just
talking shit.
Like I do want to meet like my kids now.
Dude, oh my gosh.
My kids are like 18, 19, 20.
Did you ever have like a really good group and they were like your crew that week? That's the hardest part of being a camp counselor is when a good group leaves at the end of the week and you like they were like your pals for a week and then you leave them and you're like, I'm never going to see them again.
Yeah. I didn't have that. Like,
oh, really? We had one camp counselor. He would
so you were like at the camp.
So I was a commissioner 1-2 years.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And
so
I would go with them everywhere. Like I'd take them to activity. At one of the camps that I worked at.
I was one of the adults that came with the kids. So I would have been 1 week for you.
Okay, shit, yeah.
So like we kind of knew those kids. And then at the daycare, it was obviously the same kids, but
yeah. Do you think those kids would think you're funny now?
I don't know,
Would that be a hell gig if you had to perform in front of like those kids now? Would that be a gig where you're like dream or nightmare?
Let's see. So,
dang,
I'm about to make myself feel so old. So that was 2009.
Yeah.
So that was 15 years ago, pretty much to the day.
So they're like what? They're like mid-20s now.
Yeah. So the youngest, the 3-year-olds would be 18. Yeah. And then I had, in the summer, they gave me school-age kids. That's up to 12. So 18 to 27.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be a cool crowd.
I would actually love to do a set in front of them.
Yeah, they kind of the dream, huh?
That would be dope. Like, hey, remember me? Like, responsible. Hear these dick jokes.
They're like, hey, throw us. Now they're old enough. They have some sort of weird.
I do think about that because, like, you don't realize how young kids show who they are.
It's like no matter how funny you are now, they'd be like, yeah, you were cooler when you threw us around.
Yeah, you can't. No joke. I could tell.
Yeah, you're way cooler at the pool,
but you can't. But you can't throw me, bro. I'm like, you weigh 220. Hey, look, I don't make the rules, man.
Yeah, now they see you for you really are, someone who can't even throw adults around.
Pathetic, man. I got to get back in. I'm in the gym.
Dude, you fell off. You are in the gym, man.
I eat bad, but I'm in the gym.
You've been lifting.
I feel like that's how I look. I look like I lift but don't eat right.
Yeah, but that's what you do, though, right?
What?
You lift but don't eat right? That's actually you are as a person.
No, my body is built to my lifestyle.
Yeah, no, you look like what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which hurts. I was like, I wish it looked like I ate better, but I just got to eat better.
I haven't seen you eating salmon and broccoli.
I had some chicken breasts.
All right, never mind.
Yeah, I had a chicken leg A.
That's pretty good. I'm sorry for the unnecessary slander.
Some Caesar salad.
That's good, man.
I went to Doc. Well, not.
Have you always been working with kids, or you have other jobs?
Oh yeah, that was my first job. Let's see. Did the burger joint grind.
What, do you know which one? Or
it was called Great Plains Burgers. It is no longer in existence because it was ran like crap.
Yeah. Was it just was it like a local chain?
Yeah, it was so basically,
just one?
I'll tell you exactly who owned it. The son-in-law of the CEO of Domino's Pizza.
All right.
Right. Basically, I guess he wanted to like prove to his father-in-law that he could also own a business because he just looks like he's leeching off of his wife.
Yeah.
So he tried to start his own thing of burger joints.
That's so funny.
And
he went to the food space too.
Yeah.
So they knew. Like they were like, you can't be like, oh, we could have never done that. It's like, no, that's actually what we were doing great at.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so it was like before all these gourmet burger places took off. This is like 2011. I'm in college now.
Right. You're right.
So it was like Five Guys ain't really take off till like 2009.
Dude, Five Guys it's good, but the prices. Last time I went, I was like,
no, Five Guys was good when you've only eaten McDonald's and Burger King for your whole life.
Exactly.
Once you've went anywhere better,
then
you're like, yo, this place sucks.
Yeah, and the prices are like it's like actual. It's like I don't know, like $8 a burger, and you're like, for $8 a burger, I go to like an actual sit down restaurant.
Yes. Now you bleeding into
Yeah, that's like real.
But you don't get the bag fries.
The fries are the best part of Five Guys.
Yeah, the fries. Well, just the amount, not even the taste.
So this guy's trying to compete with the Five Guys space before Five Guys was.
No, he was trying. Yeah, before other ones came along, like y'all know the burger joints y'all be going to them. Thinking them in your head.
The places.
It's hard to think
Wendy's?
of it. No,
whatever's above Wendy's.
What's the one everyone likes?
In-N-Out, Whataburger, P. Terry's.
No, like the fancier ones.
Above
it's green.
Sweet Green.
Jesus Christ.
That's a salad place.
Now this is gonna bother me.
Taco Bell.
No, all right.
Cut the episode solid wash.
Y'all just put them in. Y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah, comment them below, guys.
Y'all know what we talking about.
You know what it is.
Well, yeah, I was in the burger space, and I remember the day. I didn't quit this day.
I like saying I was in the burger space because it makes it seem like you're corporate. You're like, yeah, dude.
No, I'm gonna tell you why I say it like that.
My portfolio was well leveraged in the burger space
because I remember like hand cut fries. That's like a thing they brag about.
Yeah.
So we had but our fry cutter was outside, and I hated the job. The managers were shit, and I remember I'm out just cutting fries one day, and this girl
in the back?
No, in the front. Everybody can see us cutting them.
Oh.
And then I remember this dude came in with his daughter, and she was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna watch the Fry Man."
Oh, damn.
And I was just like, "Ow."
Ow.
I'm in college. I have dreams.
I got a degree. I'm chasing.
And then he was like, "Yeah, baby, watch that Fry Man."
Yeah, baby.
And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, baby girl, watch that Fry Man." And then they just sat there and watched me. Now I got to give a performance on cutting fries.
Yeah, you're really taking the time to press it.
Yeah, just making sure, just
doing a
look good with it. Now
posing.
I'm like, to this little girl, I'm the Fry Man.
Yeah, that's
and then her
crazy.
dad called me the Fry Man. Like, I don't know. In my mind, I just wanted him to be like, he's not just a Fry Man. I don't know what. But they heard
he's
so
studying
bad.
communications studies. I bet he's got a hell of a personality too, huh?
Did you know he also enjoys bird watching? Like nothing. Like I don't know. It hurt me to my soul.
Yeah, he's also great at water parks.
Exactly. Yes. Oh, I am great at water parks. All city Detroit swimmer. Don't y'all forget that.
Do you swim in high school?
Yeah, I did.
For real?
I was all city.
What's your stroke?
All of them, baby.
All of them, baby?
No. I was freestyle.
Freestyle,
strictly freestyle.
All right. I can't. When anyone just doing the butterfly to me is like,
oh, butterfly is absolutely exhausting.
I'm just like, so they just did the butterfly. That to me, that's a level of athleticism.
The butterfly is exhausted, and so freestyle you can just kind of go, but butterfly you gotta get your stomach out, and that was a lot for me.
You're making leaps.
I've had this stomach my whole life, so
right.
the butterfly.
All city Detroit
though,
huge.
Y'all city in Detroit, that's right.
Could have gone to the Olympics if it wasn't for Michael Phelps.
Yeah, Michael Phelps.
What a guy.
It was Michael Phelps and me. The last if Michael Phelps wasn't around, I would have made it.
Michael Phelps, Quinton Jones, Ryan Lochte. That's the three.
Yeah, that would have been it.
Those are the three swimmers.
We need one more. We need one more for the relay. You need 4. Quinton Jones.
Oh yeah, I was trying to think of the trans swimmer. See, and that's how little I actually care about women swimming.
Because you want to see a dick in the water when the women are in there? That's what you're saying?
All right now.
Cut.
Can a man have a fantasy? Is that too much to ask?
I just want to know the depths of the fantasy. That's all. I'm asking questions.
It's wet.
All right.
Everything's wet.
Everything's wet. That's the best way.
I'm gonna remember the name right as this podcast ends. Right as you remember that burger place, and we're gonna.
It's
be
still
really embarrassing for us.
bro. Because people go there. Like, they love it.
I don't even know.
It's in the airports.
Fuddruckers?
No, ain't no Fuddruckers in the airport.
I don't know what kind of airports.
Burger. It's
anyway. Dude, this is gonna hurt you.
But yeah, okay, we're done. Yeah, but All City Swimmer. So let's see.
All City Swimmer, shit, man.
Where was he at? Burger, and then I worked in the
kind of
deli space. No, I told you I was everywhere. I used to be a barista. Huh?
Yeah, so you love your meats, burgers, deli.
I won't say it like that.
You love your meats and your kids.
I value protein. That sounds worse.
Yep, you're not breaking the allegations right now.
I'm not breaking them. Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all right. That's cool.
Dude, one of my most irrational fears in life is deli cutters.
Why? Like
because it's like that. It's that big circular knife, and they're just cutting blocks. It terrifies me.
You think like your dick's gonna be on it or something?
I'm afraid of like someone's hand. I'm gonna watch someone's hand get cut or something. Every time I see a deli cutter, I don't know. I have like just like flashbacks of like someone cutting. I've never seen it, but I just in my mind I'm like
Final Destination stuff.
Exactly. I see it. I like
No, I mean, I never like cut the deli. I was in the sandwich space.
huge. This guy's portfolio is leveraged.
I was in the sandwich space
from burgers to deli sandwiches.
And I also had a coffee shop, so I was also a barista.
That's a really diversified portfolio.
Very diverse, and they had a chocolate shop
in the deli.
It's called Zingerman's Deli. So anybody from Michigan that's listening to it knows like all the stuff they have there. They have fancy olive oils and
for real?
Yeah, like really,
dude. That's like a rich person thing.
It is definitely a rich person thing.
I remember. I think like in high school at one point we watched Shark Tank, and then the teacher turned off the TV and they just talked about how like Kevin O'Leary is really into high-end olive oils. Mm-hmm. And my teacher, I remember like spent like 20 minutes being like, there's actually a difference between different kind of olive oils. Some of like, and I was like, you just talked to us about it, and I was like, this is not a part of the curriculum.
I used to know that stuff.
For real.
Like the stuff I retained the most was from chocolate and coffee, but I used to know like the different types of olive oil, cold press, regular press.
We love good aioli.
Fermentation. Same with what's the vinaigrettes? Same with different type of vinaigrettes.
Do you have like? Did you have like were all of your teachers, because you worked in like the teaching space? With kids. Did you have like were all your teachers in high school? Were they all like trained to be teachers, or like? Because in Iowa, all of our teachers, they originally did something else, and then they became like a high school teacher when that didn't work out.
I didn't interview my teachers like that.
All right. Just because I had a teacher who worked at the deli at Hy-Vee, which is the grocery store in Iowa. Mm-hmm. He worked at the Hy-Vee deli for 30 years and then became our teacher.
Maybe they wanted benefits?
Yeah, probably. Probably like retirement was better.
No, I mean, I'll say this. In my elementary school, it was a foreign language school, so like every
for real?
Yeah, so there were like 4 different classes.
Are your parents from another country?
No, my mom from Detroit.
You just couldn't speak good English?
No, you had to learn another language.
Oh, you had to learn another language.
Foreign language.
I was thinking like ESL, like English is a second language.
No, foreign language.
Oh, fuck me then.
So there was at one point in my life where I spoke Japanese.
For real?
Yeah. Right now I can count.
Dude, count.
Ichi, ni, san, shigo, doku, tichi, hachi, kyu, ju, juichi, juni, jusan, jushi.
You're not breaking the stereotypes at all.
I accept all anime stereotypes and all expanded anime stereotypes. I do.
Of course. But you didn't stand a chance. You had to learn Japanese.
Yeah, I don't think they were connected at the time.
Yeah.
I do like Power Rangers. I have a Power Ranger. I'm black. Y'all can't see it. It's a Power Ranger tattoo.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, under the arm. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
With you all week.
That's
I didn't
how
even
black I am. He can't see my black ass tattoo.
That's crazy. Yeah, get that shit colored. No. So I can't say that word.
Actually, there is red.
Oh, I do see the red. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is 4 years old, so the red is there to stay.
What generation of Power Rangers was that?
This is Power Rangers Zeo.
Really? There's so many generations. That's like a show that like
it's still going.
Was that you the other day? So I think it was
that
you.
Was me.
You're like talking like the Blue Ranger, and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, well, it's one of the 27 Blue Rangers at this point.
Yeah, no, we were talking about that was with my other white friend. You know how it is.
Dear Lord.
I was like, remember we were riding in the car listening to Power Ranger themes? That was a completely different white guy.
Growing up at our local library, they had like CDs you could check out in the kids section.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, my brother and I, we checked out the Power Rangers CD, and we were like jumping on the couch, just like because it was like just really sick guitar.
Oh yeah, no, he went to
all the
what was
things
his
were
name?
sick.
He went like the
Mighty Morphin.
Yeah,
Soundtrack's amazing.
no, and not just the regular song. Like look up 541. That's a good one. And Fight. I still listen to them
I think
to
I know
this day.
Fight. I think we listen to Fight
5,
too.
4. You can live into the danger.
Dude. Those shows all that music on way hard for no reason.
They're like, it's a kid's show. They're like, we're gonna give you the meanest metal guitar chords ever.
So sick. Yeah, that whole generation of TV show, really, they all just like had kick-ass soundtracks.
Yeah. Tarzan also had a really good one.
Tarzan, all those, yeah, well, Disney
Phil
movies,
Collins,
of
is that his
course.
name?
Yeah, Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil Collins went crazy on Tarzan.
That's crazy.
The
That's when, like
90s,
me, every
man.
time we talk about a rapper, I'm like, oh, yeah, Little Uzi Vert.
Yeah, but now
you just did
Powers.
that
Oh
to
no,
me,
that
though.
composer. Yeah, and that,
You mean
did
Phil
you know that he
Collins?
actually took from the Bronx Renaissance to get that? I was like, what? I didn't know that, man. You're so cultured from Iowa.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, us Iowans, we know a thing or two about Phil Collins.
Just a thing or two. Just a thing or two.
He was in the band Genesis.
Thing or two.
Dude, Phil Collins, do you know what he looks like?
White.
He's like short and like the gross.
He's bald, right?
He looks like a tumor. Yeah, he is. I remember one time, like as a kid, he was on like late night, you know, doing the in the air tonight, and they cut to him, and I was like, I didn't realize this guy was so fucking ugly. That's the beauty of being a drummer, though. Is you can
But
be
then
fucking
even
ugly.
his album cover is just his face, and but it's like
Oh, what a
not
waste.
his face.
Oh yeah, but it's like zoomed in weird, right?
It's like zoomed in weird. It
Yeah.
looks freaking sick.
God, the perks.
He's
of being
like,
an
that's
ugly
the
man.
only angle y'all can put me on as an album cover.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. We don't have enough like. You'd think there'd be more fat drummers out there.
Drumming is hard, bro.
You're right though. It's
Singing's
the arm
easy.
workout's crazy.
If anything, fat people should sing more.
You know, it's crazy. I think in the band Bowling for Soup, the only skinny person's the drummer. I might be wrong here.
I don't
You don't know
know
that band, do
I don't
you?
know the band.
All right. Well,
But fat people should sing more because we got more air.
you got more loam.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the way it works. Not
Like
at all.
Fat Luther is better than Skinny Luther. I stand on that. He
Damn.
doesn't know who Luther is.
I don't. And I'm not even gonna pretend like I do. not even gonna lie. Not even gonna front.
Luther Vandross.
All right. I'm gonna pause right here. I'm gonna check the camera real quick.
And we're back
We're
from
back,
commercial.
dude. Yeah, we're so back.
Yeah, so I had to show him who Luther Vandross was.
I still don't know.
He still doesn't know, but he gonna learn.
I
He
gotta
gonna learn. Back to I told you I got other crazy jobs.
Yeah, dude. Let's go, man.
We
I
haven't
wanna hear
even
'em.
talked to the jobs where I made like good money. So
Come on now. Let's get to the fun part.
no, this is the awful part. I'd rather stay at the deli.
For real?
No, working at Zingerman's is my still to this. Other than comedy, my favorite job.
Oh, really?
Like the people were cool. Like
Do you have any like crazy coworkers at any of these jobs? Anyone you doubt? Any characters? You like do any pranks while you work there too?
no, we didn't do any pranks.
That's good. That's awesome.
I'm trying to think crazy.
I feel like a prank at a deli is just gross.
yeah, that's a health code violation. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Never someone's like, dude, we had one guest on this podcast episode ended up getting cut, but he told us he would like steal people's food if they got like DoorDash, like before they sent the food out.
Yeah.
He had like a fork and he'd like take off their plate, and I was like, that's like I don't know if that's funny.
No, that's not funny. I mean, when you work in food service, you start to look at food differently. When you see how much waste there is.
Oh damn, yeah.
Yeah. So like one thing I would do is I would love when the kitchen would mess up.
Oh yeah.
So like you bring someone's food out and they're like, oh, I didn't want any coleslaw. And
Yeah.
so we're supposed to toss it, but I definitely just took that sandwich.
Yeah. So, okay. So now that checks out. That's all right.
Yeah, that's
Better that than throwing it away.
I also don't want to say anything incriminating.
All right. Statute of limitations is up. It's been over 10 years.
It's been over 7 years.
All right. Never
Oh, I
mind.
stole food all the time from Zingerman's.
Yes.
Like they had really good cheesecake. I would just
Yeah.
take it out the case. And like if it was like a day from expiring, I'm like, no one's gonna buy this.
Yeah, that's the right thing. Hey, that's an ethically correct way of stealing.
Yeah, that is reducing waste.
You're like Robin Hood.
in
dude.
America. Yeah, some would say,
You're a
you know, I'm
goddamn
feeding
hero.
myself. But
Where are the
I'm
jobs
still
make
Robin
good
Hood.
money? Where do you make good money at? Or can you not talk about those?
I can talk about I was a software engineer.
Shit, software. Is that what you went to college for?
Yeah, I went to college for software. When I was the fry guy,
Shout out.
I was also a software engineer.
Yeah, no one talks about that, huh?
No one. I don't like talking about it.
I
Actually,
didn't
we
mention
going
how
back
good
up.
you were at Python.
I was a professional poker player for a little while.
You still love poker.
Do
Do you have any crazy like poker stories?
I got so many crazy poker stories.
Do you have anything you can tell?
No, yeah, I can tell a few.
What's the most you ever won?
The most I ever won
like
wasn't
a
playing
big-
poker. The most I ever won was actually playing blackjack, and I made what was it? It was $7,000.
I believe that.
in one night.
I believe that.
Playing blackjack.
I hate when you there's it's been this new wave of podcasters. There's gambling pros on these podcasts.
Yeah.
And they tell stories and you're like, you know what I mean? They're like, I never lose and I was up $7 million. And you're like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You not if you on the floor, you got because if you hit a casino for $7 million consistently, they kick you out that casino.
Yeah. Well, that's what these are. They all claim that they're just getting kicked out of it's a bunch of bullshit.
Once you get to markers and stuff like that, a marker, people don't know, is that basically you have a credit line with the casino, and so they mark off how much you owe them. So, once you get to markers, that's a whole different story.
He's drunk.
But no, yeah, I made $7,000 in one night, and then I went back the next day and made $5 more grand.
That's great.
So $12,000 and close to $13,000 in 2 days.
I believe that.
That was my sickest one.
I believe that.
And that was after a comedy show.
Were you doing comedy show at that casino?
No, I did a comedy show. Here's the gambler fallacy: we will make any excuse to gamble. So I did a comedy show. I did karaoke after, and so I couldn't take the bus back home. Okay. Now a cab Uber back home would have been like $100.
Too damn much.
But in my drunken 3 a.m. mind, I'm like, you know what? If I just take 1,000 out and go to the casino,
you'll make Uber money.
No, I don't even have to win, but I'll gamble long enough to when we'll get to 5:30, 6 a.m., and then I can just take the bus home.
Okay.
That was the drunken logic.
That's brilliant. And it worked out.
Yeah, I ended up making $7,000, and I was just like, I was up like 7,100. I was like, wait, 100. I can just take a cab home now.
That's so fucking funny.
That's my gambling
That's so
fallacy.
funny, man. That's a good one, man.
Let's see, crazy gambling stories. One day I was playing poker. It was like a poker house game, and I did okay. I made like $600-700.
Huge.
And
for me, that's huge.
Once you get into it, this $600-700 that makes up for the 2 days you lost.
Yeah.
But my friend hit for I don't know, $3,000. And he's drunk. He's like, we're going to Vegas. And I'm like,
oh,
I got a girlfriend. I got to go home. And he's like, I'll pay for your flight to Vegas and give you $1,000. I was like, hey, babe, I'm going to Vegas. And so we were in Vegas for 36 hours.
Where were you at?
No, this is when I still lived in Michigan. This is before comedy, before all that. But
he was so up, he went to Vegas.
Yeah, he was so up, he went to Vegas.
That's crazy.
And so we stayed at
I love Michigan.
We stayed at Aria for a day and a half in Vegas, and he was like, all right, here's $1,000, whatever you make. If you lose $1,000, lose it. But if you go above $1,000, give it back.
Yeah, okay.
And so I made another $600-700 in Vegas, day and a half. My girlfriend's like, what? You going to Vegas? What? And I'm like, yeah.
You're still up, man.
Cocaine and strippers definitely were present in a lot of my stories. There was one game.
We don't need the gritty details.
You don't want the dirty details?
Yeah, I do.
The people want the dirty
details.
The people want the dirty details.
I really want the dirty details.
So, you got the casino, you got your regular game, but then you got people have games at their house.
Yeah.
And people have house rules.
Oh, no.
And they have house entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's fun.
So,
where the laws don't shine.
I've been to games where they had the house entertainment where, they have
that's crazy.
Off-duty strippers. Off-duty strippers who were just there.
How do you sell the wife on that one, huh?
It wasn't my wife.
It's like, we're doing poker night. Just don't come down to the basement.
I was there so I don't get fined. I was there to play poker.
Yeah,
I did not know titties were going to be present.
You were an innocent man.
I was
just a simple little bystander in the whole thing.
I did not know titties were going to be present at the poker game.
And I'm sure you're like, what a pleasant surprise.
No, I didn't. They're there. It's disrespectful to not look because they're out.
That's great. That's a great
So
point.
I looked at the titties and then gave a proper amount of eye contact, and I said, "Thank you for the beer."
I said, "Thank you for
thank you for the beer." But
that's crazy.
They were there. They were basically the waitresses at the game.
Yeah, of course.
They also provided massages.
Okay.
And occasionally they would disappear for about 20 minutes with a gentleman.
For tasteful dancing.
Playing poker.
Tasteful couples dancing.
I was playing poker.
The old indoors Olympics.
You can't get your thigh massaged at the poker table. You need privacy.
Just the thigh.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. When you moved to Austin, you gotta show me where these house poker games are.
I don't
know if that's going on in Austin.
He's not even there to play poker. He's like, I heard there were strippers.
Yeah. Man, what are you doing here? I'm just counting the chips.
Just count. Don't mind me.
I'm just here.
I'm security.
I'm just here to have fun.
But no, poker is probably one of the most diverse games.
Yeah.
Where I was at a game, and literally this dude, he comes in, he was like, the cops trying to get me. The cops trying to get me.
Yeah.
But I stole off on their ass. They ain't gonna catch me. I was like, they got me fucked up. They think they gonna catch me. And then literally the next day I see him on the news.
Oh, damn.
Like literally the next day.
The next day.
Like I see him on the news like, yo, that's the dude for the poker game.
That's so funny, man. He wasn't even like good about it. He walked in, he was telling
No,
everyone
he came
too.
in and played poker, but that's the thing. But
That's so funny.
there was like senators there.
Oh, for
There was
real?
like state senators in
That's
like
so funny.
the universe, like people. So
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
like drug dealers and state senators all at the table gambling.
One and the same, really.
It's a beautiful place actually,
Yeah.
and they're all friends, and there's no drama.
That's kind of fun. I feel like that's more common than we want to believe it is.
Like common ground of just people of different walks of life.
Yeah, just like once you hit wealth, it's like I don't care what you do, you're wealthy. You're
Yeah.
good.
Or
You know what
I
I mean?
think the people who want to show
That's fucked
wealth
up,
the
but
most
it's
are the
true.
people who don't. People who want to show they have money the most are people who don't have money.
Yeah,
Once you have money, what's the point in flexing?
it's a great point.
Yeah,
Drug dealers and senators are fine.
yeah. Like drug dealers, like I hit my lick or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're cool.
I got a Power Ranger tattoo. I don't know the drug terminology,
Yeah,
but y'all know
we
it.
get it. We know what it is.
But it's like I'm up. A rich
Yeah.
guy's like I'm up. What do I need to prove to you?
Nice. Did you? So you're talking about software, not to take a big.
I mean, I
jump.
just felt like the gambling stories were much more interesting than the
They
engineering
were.
stories.
Okay, that's what I figured. I wanted to
Yeah.
check out, make sure. By the way, for it's worth, the guy who was struggling up that desk, he has since left. So he's either.
Well, it is 5 o'clock, so he should be off.
Oh yeah. Well, it's 4:55. Yeah, he's either.
He needs to
dead
get
or-
back
or
to
home.
the stretch then.
Yeah, dude. He has to go back to being stressed. He has 5 more minutes on the clock.
Yeah, we ain't no slacking
He's
here in
stealing
Texas.
company time, dude.
And that's unethical.
Unacceptable.
Unethical.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Well, this has been the Hardly Working Podcast with Quinton Jones. Quinton, do you have anything you want to plug? Anything you want to say? Where
Look
can
here,
we
man.
find
It's
you?
been a pleasure. My boy Matt, holding me down while I've been here in Austin, man. Just follow me on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Q Kill'em. I'm be pumping out the jokes, pumping out the content. So hopefully I can make y'all laugh, and with my stand up and not just my crazy life stories, man.
All right. Peace.
Peace.